guys, and welcome to my 13 weeks pregnancy update. I finally had another doctor's appointment just yesterday, so we'll talk a little bit more about that toward the end of the video. But for now, let's talk about random symptoms and just other stuff that's been happening this week. So let's hop in. If you are new here, my name is Elena. I am a mommy of two little boys right now, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I have baby number 3 growing in my belly as we speak. If you are interested in more pregnancy and mommy related videos, I would totally recommend hitting that subscribe button so you can see all of my content. I do upload 3 days a week on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So let's hop in. Okay, I've already started getting a little bit uncomfortable in the night this week. I don't know what it is. I have my Snuggle pillow. I have another pillow. Just a couple of nights this week I've been kind of struggling with being comfortable overnight, and I've been waking up a little bit more than usual. I don't think I've really been stuck awake for a long period of time this week, which is something that did happen more toward the beginning of the pregnancy. But yeah, just kind of getting uncomfortable, and it's way too early to be getting uncomfortable at this point. So I've definitely been feeling some movement, some super light, fluttery. It feels like there's a hummingbird in there. It's just like super fluttery and super vibraty kind of feeling, way low at your pubic bone. And so yeah, that's definitely been happening this past week. Nothing consistent on any kind of schedule or anything, but I have been feeling baby every day. And I remember with my second son, my last baby, I was having the movement feeling. I was already feeling movement at this point as well. So it's very exciting to be feeling baby, even though it's still kind of at that stage where you're like, was that baby? Was that not baby? If you can really just be still and quiet and focus on it, you can kind of feel baby. So yeah, exciting, but still very irregular. I don't feel like my energy is necessarily back, but I think it is slowly improving. I feel like I'm less fatigued and super tired than I was previously. So we're slowly getting back to a little bit closer to normal, I believe. This week I even cleaned things, which I don't even know the last time that I cleaned things in the house. I went around and dusted, and I don't know what the other thing was, but I definitely did 2 activities of cleaning this week, and I was super duper proud of myself for even getting those things in, which yeah, I've been terrible about doing anything at all so far this pregnancy. Along with kind of the cleaning thing, I also went through the newborn clothes and picked out everything that's gender neutral, and just kind of wanted to get an idea of how much boy stuff we had and how much more neutral stuff we had, because we want to try this time to not find out the gender, the sex of the baby. So I wanted to see what the clothes department looked like. I definitely thought we had more gender neutral stuff than we have. I went through everything and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much definitely boy things, everything's blue, everything has trucks, and it all is just so boyish. There's only a little handful of some more neutrally stuff. So yeah, we'll just see how that goes. But I got the, motivation and the kind of urge to nest a little bit and go through our newborn clothes boxes. I haven't washed anything or done anything like that, but I just wanted to kind of get a little inventory in my head of what we had, what we were kind of working with as far as the neutral stuff was concerned. A weird pregnancy symptom that I totally forgot about. My armpits are starting to darken. I forgot all about it. I was getting ready to jump in the shower the other day, and I looked at my armpits and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that one. That's something that I experienced with both of the boys. And it's a really annoying thing. It's not attractive. So it's one thing where for a moment I was like, you know what? It's a good thing that I've always had pregnancies through the winter months, All my babies are going to be spring babies. And so I never had to deal with the dark armpits in the midst of summer or anything. So yeah, I'm super, super thankful for that. But yeah, it was another symptom that just appeared out of nowhere, and I was like, oh man, I forgot about that one. I do feel like I've been eating a little bit better. I feel like I am having less aversions. I don't know if that's really true. I feel okay, one example. Yesterday I had oatmeal for breakfast. I don't think I've had oatmeal for breakfast the entire freaking pregnancy, because the thought of this mushy oat mixture stuff was just totally nasty in my head. I didn't want anything to do with that. And before I was pregnant, oatmeal was a very regular part of my breakfast routine, because I know that it's good for you. I can put all kinds of nuts and seeds and good stuff in there, right? Set me off super awesome for the day, get all my omegas in, just it's really good to start off the day with oatmeal, right? and I haven't done it like the whole pregnancy until yesterday, and I was like, oh man, look at me go. I was super proud of myself. But yeah, I just feel like I'm starting to be better about like making good meals and not just like snacking on junk all day, even though I am still totally like, sometimes I just like need a microwave meal, you know, I just need a frozen meal. I don't want to deal with like cooking and making food. I'm like very dependent on pre-made meals at this point, but at least I'm like not just snacking on junk like chips and cookies and like crap all day. I feel like I'm working toward getting a little bit healthier. I have made my first purchases of baby clothes. I ordered them. They're not here yet. But yeah, like I said, I went through the baby clothes and I kind of realized that I didn't have as much neutral stuff as I thought I did. And I just, not that I necessarily think it's going to be a girl, but just that I kind of want to update the baby clothes. You know, I've already seen all of these clothes on 2 little boys. I just want some new stuff, you know, and so I want it to be neutral and I want some like newer things. So I did order a few like baby sleepers and stuff because if I remember correctly, my babies pretty much just live in like those little, you know, jumpers and rompers and like little one-piece outfits for the first like 3 months. So I wanted to order some new little baby pajama type outfits, you know. So let's talk about the doctor's appointment. I went to the doctor yesterday morning, and like I said last time I went to a doctor's appointment, I hate having to wait forever. I waited 45 minutes to even get into a room. Stupid. It's so annoying. And then you meet with the doctor for like literally 10 minutes. So anyway, apparently my doctor's office is doing ultrasounds at every appointment now, which they didn't do with either of the boys. So that's like a new thing that's kind of fun, but also kind of stressful because, like I said, me and my husband don't want to find out the sex of the baby this time around. We found out with both of the boys through like blood tests. So by this point, we knew what both of the boys were. And it's very strange to not know what this baby is right now, and it's also kind of stressful knowing that I'm gonna have ultrasounds every single time I go see the doctor and hopefully not see baby's junk, you know? So I did get to speak with the doctor about whether or not we're going to be going back to the high-risk doctor as well. So yes, I am going to be seeing the maternal fetal medicine doctor this time as well. So I'll have all of my regular OB appointments with my regular doctor, and then I'll also have additional appointments with my high-risk doctor's office. And with Eren, I would go every other week to have an ultrasound at the high-risk office. So I'm sure it'll be something kind of similar to that. I'm still waiting on a call from them to schedule my first appointment to go to maternal fetal medicine. So yeah, just thinking about having ultrasounds at every appointment for my regular doctor, and then also having ultrasounds every other week at the MFM office. I am just like, yesterday I was super stressed about not finding out the sex. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like I know we don't want to find out the sex, but I feel like it's gonna be impossible, you know? I'm gonna have to remember to remind the ultrasound tech every appointment, I don't want to know the baby's sex. And then I have to hope that she, you know, remembers that I told her that. And then I have to hope that I don't accidentally look at the screen at the wrong time, because I had so many ultrasounds with both of the boys. I know what baby junk looks like, okay? If I'm gonna see it on an ultrasound this time, I'm gonna know what I'm looking at, okay? So I just had all kinds of stress yesterday worrying about that kind of stuff. Should we just find out so that we don't have to worry about accidentally finding out? And I came to the conclusion yesterday after talking to, I think I put it on Instagram, and I was talking to some ladies who are subscribed on Instagram, or followers on Instagram, and then I also put it on, maybe I put it on like the Baby Center app or something like that. And overall, everybody's like, you should still try, you know, it'll probably be fine. You know, they usually ask at every appointment, they usually warn you before they look at the junk, you know, so hopefully it'll be fine. And I just kind of came to the conclusion that like, I need to stop worrying about it. Like I don't need to be like set on not knowing the sex until birth, right? I just need to think about it like, yeah, I don't want to know the sex until birth, but if it happens, it happens. If we accidentally find out, we accidentally find out. It's not a big deal. I need to not have my heart like so set on not knowing the sex, so that I'm a little more open, like if it happens, it happens. It's whatever. So that's what I'm trying to like convince myself of right now, trying to convince myself it's not that big of a deal if we accidentally find out. So we'll see how that goes. It is kind of stressful. It's I really wanted, you know, me and my husband really wanted to not find out the sex once. And because of the complications with both of the boys, this could possibly be our last baby if things go stupid. And so if this is our last baby, this is our only chance to not find out, you know? So we're trying to not find out, even though every once in a while I'm like, I want to know. You know, I know it's still really early, but some part of me is like, what if I don't feel like bonded with the baby? What if I don't feel like connected with the baby because I don't know baby's name? You know, like I don't, by this time I was already calling baby Calvin or Eren with both of my boys. So it's like weird and different. But everybody says, everybody who commented on all my stuff says, dude, it's so exciting. It's like the best thing ever to not know until birth. And so I hope that that's true. I hope that it's worth it. I hope that it's exciting to wait until the end to figure out if we have a boy or a girl. So with that being said, I did have a dream this week that I was at the doctor's office watching the ultrasound, and it was just a boy baby. Like, I don't know if they showed me the junk or if they said it was a boy or what, but like, yeah, I had a dream that I had an ultrasound and the baby was a boy. And then when I went to the doctor's office just yesterday, for some reason, as soon as she put the little thing on my belly and I could see the picture of the baby, I was like, that's a boy baby. I don't know why, but just like, it just popped in my head. I was just like, that's a boy baby. And it's weird because I don't feel like I've had really any idea or like preference so far this pregnancy. I don't feel like I've felt one way or the other really. I feel like I've been very confused this part, or up until now in this pregnancy. But for some reason this past week, I was like, boy baby, boy baby, boy baby. Like, that's what I just keep thinking. And so we'll see. I do think about having a boy and how exciting it would be for my boys to be like, have another brother. Like, it would be insane, first of all, but it would be so fun for them. And then also my sister's pregnant right now and she's due in January and she's having a little boy. And so I think about the little boy cousins all growing up together and they'd be so adorable. So yeah, I mean, having a boy, whatever, it'd be fine. But also like me as a girly woman, you know, like I would really like to have a little girl one day. So I don't have a preference, but honestly, what I really want is a dark-haired baby. I was dark-haired from the start. My husband was blonde and then now has brown hair. And I just want a dark-haired baby. Both my boys were blondes and they had like just little baby fuzz. Like there wasn't much hair going on. When I was a baby, I was dark-haired and I had plenty of hair and it was adorable. I just want a dark-haired baby. I know that's a stupid thing to say. I want a healthy baby. That's what I really want. And I want a baby who makes it to term. That's what I really want. I want a baby who doesn't have, you know, I don't want high fluid levels. I don't want tons of contractions toward the end. There's lots of things that I want, but if I could pick like one thing about the baby, I wish it were a dark-haired baby. Boy or girl, doesn't matter. I just want to see beautiful dark hair on a cute little baby newborn. Oh, so cute. Okay, this video is kind of getting long and I feel like I've been kind of rambly, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. We are kind of getting close to you guys actually seeing these in real time, so most of the updates you guys have been seeing are, well, all of the updates you guys have been seeing are like a couple weeks behind, several weeks behind, but we're getting close. I think just a couple more weeks and you guys will be seeing these, you know, like the week of. So that's exciting, right? So we're kind of getting caught up a little bit here. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Give the video a thumbs up if you did, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Oh, I keep forgetting it. We have to do the bump. Ugh. So this is the 13-week baby bump.